Hello people, what is going on? Welcome back to our channel. This is Sorin and today we're gonna play the M103, but it is stock. It is not fully stock, we just unlocked the first gun, actually the second gun, that is the 120mm, with much better penetration than the 105mm, because 105 was lacking penetration, 218 and 252. This one gets 242 on its AP rounds, and those are magnificent, and also 340 hit pen, which is just enough to do the job. In terms of the last gun, I don't really recommend it because you're gonna unlock the gun once you get yourself the T110E3 or the 3110E5 it is called. So keep in mind that you're gonna save yourself 60,000 experience. Right now we just got spotted because this tank is stock and we don't have the best mobility and nor the best equipment. We're using gun rammer, vertical stabilizer just to improve the gun handling. We get once again shot by the Leopard. The Leopard is a really good player and we actually let's use this instead, much better. Okay, perfect. We made it to position and for the moment we don't have the best turret armor because this is stock turret, but we can still make this 8 degrees work and we can try and pick us little. We try to blind fire that bush where there are usually light tanks. Unfortunately we don't hit anything and we got spotted for it. And now we're just waiting for enemies. Luckily the T95 and the Super Conqueror are fighting in the other flanks. They're fighting the 121B and the Conqueror. And by the looks of it, that's all. It's a 3v3 or on the one line. It's really good. Now we're trying to climb this position, and by the looks of it, is not really the case. And yeah, we are having the T110E5 as the top of the tree. So play with this vehicle as you can. If you haven't grinded the T110E5, the vehicle is really nice. Once you know how to master the hiding the weak point, hiding the cupola, and this tank itself, I cannot really say that is really bad. What is really bad instead is my driving. Unfortunately, I have drove pretty bad over the overdrogue and we missed the shell on the T55. But luck, we dealt 0 damage for the first 2 minutes, but come on, can we make our first shell in? We can. 438, and for a 0.38 accuracy, this gun feels pretty reliable at decent distances. Come on, can we collect one shell? Come on, we did it. Another 400 into our bag. And just like that, playing a stock tank can be really useful in those situations where you don't have really the best armor and not the best DPM. We put one beautiful round into the Leopard one and we get spotted for it. The Leopard one is a really dangerous vehicle. Come on, can we put one more? By the looks of it, he managed to escape. We try to blind fire again. Just to, you miss 100% of the shells that you don't take. And just like that, we're up to 1220 damage. Pretty much we dealt 3 shells worth of damage for free. We didn't take anything in return. And for me, that's a good investment. This is how you can help yourself get better, not better win rate, because you're not fighting in the front, you're not using your armor, but it can help with your base experience with WN8 and everything. Unfortunately, we lost the flank on the 1-2 line. But by the looks of it, we're gonna have the second line of defenses. And sadly, we lost our chieftain as well, which is a bit unfortunate, but that's the case. He died to help our team. While we're chilling over here, talking about the M103 as a stock vehicle, I cannot really say that is the worst vehicle. I mean, it is really playable. If you put the vertical stabilizer, maybe the rammer and the turbocharger as well, it's not one of the worst vehicle. I mean, it's playable. It feels like it's an underpowered vehicle, but once you get your full, and I'm still not having full equipment, but I'm still averaging like 3000 damage per game. And this tank after the buff, oh boy, this tank it's actually really nice tier 9. I cannot wait to get myself the top gun and also the top turret, but to get the top gun I don't want to invest 60,000 experience into the top gun. So first what I'll do, I'll research the T103 E5 because it's top of the tree, and I'll just save myself 60,000 experience just like that. Now we see that our object 283 is pushing also with the Scorpion. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna use our hit points and our armor and therefore we can create some crossfire. It looks like the SU-130. It's fighting. I am trying over here to be sneaky and not get hit by him for 520. We're trying to make ourselves as little of a target as possible, and we put a 495, 494 damage for 3 HE shells. In terms of the HE shells are 515, not the most, and oh boy, the batch had gotten penetration on that SU, therefore we get some assistance, which is really nice. Now we are trying to look for the Leopard 1 as he is a dangerous player and he has good DPM, and therefore I don't wanna fight something that is blind. We try to blind fire once again. I really like to take my chances. Hopefully there is gonna be something in the bush. You never know. You maybe get a fire, an amrock, you don't know. And therefore I have like 9 seconds to spare, and also I have plenty of ammo, so why I shouldn't try my luck. Looks like the KR is getting punished for his aggressiveness, and therefore we are going to use some of our gun depression, that is 80 degrees of gun depression, and 254 millimeters of turret armor. The T-54 lightweight gets spotted and he is destroyed. Therefore we have all of our enemies in front, and beautiful shot over there in the Leopard. Looks like we don't get spotted by him. We spotted him, but he didn't spot us back, which is really interesting over there. And just like that, we pick out 2000 damage, which is not the most, but for a stock vehicle, we can argue that it's not stock because it's using a 120 millimeter, but still you don't have the TPM, you don't have the accuracy, the how it's called, the stabilizer. You don't have what else? You don't have the aiming time, I believe. So yeah, the last gun has everything better than this gun. We managed to put one HE shell once again to the SU. The artillery once again is doing beautiful work with his looping shells over those rocks. The enemy artillery is punishing me for playing aggressive, and it looks like the SU is looking for me. I don't want to give him 500 damage. I'm waiting for the Progetto. Maybe he's gonna pick. And yeah, just like that, we managed to get 4,000 combined into a stock vehicle in a tier 10 matchmaking. And the map that is not really the best for this vehicle. I mean, as I mentioned, they have the best turret armor yet. Now I'm trying to get my revenge on the beautiful M40 43. Looks like the Progetto is running for his life. He's trying to do the last shell of damage on the map over there. The artillery hits us, we get stun, and we low roll for 370, but that's not point. He's raising his gun, he's saluting. We are trying to, how to say, to be like the lion and the prey. We give him hope that we're gonna ram him and therefore give him some free damage. The TNH is firing APCRs, and he managed to go through our side command. Can he angle? Beautiful, like that. What can I say? It was a beautiful game. This is how stock tanks should be played. They shouldn't be like played really aggressive. Therefore, you need to play as a support role, and this is a technique that it took me a long time to master. If you're playing something that is not really to its finest, play it as the second line, and therefore use your hit points whenever it's more important. As you saw over there, the KR needed help. We put our hit points to good use. We broke through that flank, and therefore we got rewarded for that. And this was M103. I believe we haven't fired any single bit of gold. And what can I say? 3 kills, 3.8k damage. Let's jump into the statistics, and I'll be right back. Okay, and we are back. Here it's the victory screen. A second class for we pretty much we didn't do the most amount of damage because this was not a cherry pick battle. It was just a battle that I want to show you that even playing stock tanks can be actually pretty rewarding and doing a decent job if you play them correctly and even if you're patient. We've been the first on damage, more than the tier 10 chieftain, which is always nice to see, and also better than the meta AMX M4 Emily. So we pretty much we had our confidence over there. And what I can say, this tank is actually pretty nice. I mean, I've been playing with it for 20 battles yet, a stock, and I don't know, it felt solid. Even with the, as I mentioned, even with the 105 millimeter, it felt really okay. And I believe this tank is underrated. So therefore, after I buy the E5, I'm gonna try to max this thing out and make a full video of it because this tank is a monster. And maybe we can compare it to the Conqueror. Is it gonna be the Conqueror? I don't really know yet, but stay tuned to the channel to see that incoming. We fire 15 shells, pretty much 5 of them are blinds. Direct hit 10, direct hit penetration, it's 10-10, okay. And we pretty much do half of the damage by sniping, so therefore, as you can see that this gun, and pretty much in all the battles, it felt really comfortable to fight at any was 0 to 400 meters, let's say. So therefore, the gun has good stabilization and it is beautiful. I expect playing with this. I mean, it does have like worse DPM. It has like pretty much like one shell worse rate of fire, but till you get the E5, I believe that you're gonna be fine. It is not gonna be like really the most amount of battles. If you're having the boosters and premium time, that's gonna be like pretty much like 40-50 battles to get this. So yeah, actually we did more damage than the enemy chieftain as well. So yeah, we can see that we had a good battle. Therefore, we made some profit and an 8-minute battle. That's actually really nice to see. And yeah, this was everything about the stock M103. Tell me, what do you think about this vehicle? And overall, what is your most enjoyable stock tank that you had for now? There are some vehicles that have for the object, for example, the object 430 has the best kind of stock gun, but that was the most enjoyable for me yet so far. And after that is the M103, but that's another video to make. Without further ado, thank you very much for watching. I will see legends in the next one. Bye bye.